Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in tonight's movie review, this is going to be a movie review on the new science fiction dark comedy film from the director of Parasite, the Academy Award winner for Best Picture, which came out in 2019 and won an Oscar at the 2020 Oscars. And this review is going to be on the new movie that just came out today that I just got out of seeing tonight. And this review is on Mickey 17. Mickey 17 is written and directed by, the Parasite director, like that goes by the name of Bong Joon-ho. He's basically, South Korean, so yeah. So in this movie, we follow a disposable employee who is sent into outer space on a human expedition to colonize the ice world, Niflheim, with it, like whatever you want to pronounce that, like Niflheim, yeah. After excuse me, after one iteration dies, a new body is regenerated, regenerated with most of its memories intact. And pretty much, we got like Mickey Barnes himself, played by Robert Pattinson, and as he comes across, he basically has a clone of his own that they're called like two Mickeys, known as Mickey 17 and Mickey 18. And the movie also stars Steven Yeun and Mark Ruffalo, and yeah, it's pretty much like a science fiction black comedy from. And this movie was supposed to come out last year in March 2024, but of course it was removed from the release schedule in response to the SAG-AFTRA strike. But yeah, it's finally out today. So yeah. Before I get into my thoughts on Mickey 17, I just want to share you guys like my thoughts on Bong Joon-ho's like last film that he directed, Parasite, which I actually just watched Parasite for the first time on Netflix like recently before this movie came out. And I gotta say, Parasite's actually I can definitely see why people think Parasite was the best film that ever came out in 2019, and that it totally deserved the Oscar win at the 2020 Oscars, which won an Academy Award, and it was also known to be like the very first international film to win Best Picture, in terms of the movie being based in South Korea. And of course, the movie Parasite's is also a South Korean film. So, but yeah, I absolutely loved Parasite, and yeah, I think it's a modern masterpiece, and I loved Parasite. So, and of course when I saw trailers to Mickey 17 in theaters before the movie came out, I saw this from Bong Joon-ho, that's how you say his name, because he's South Korean. So, and since this movie was going to be directed by him, it had me interested in seeing it. And plus, it's got Robert Pattinson as well. And Robert Pattinson has actually been getting lots of praise lately in recent years. I really liked him in The Batman, and of course I also liked him in Tenet. And of course, I also adored him in The Lighthouse, which is one of my favorite A24 films. And I gotta say, in terms of the storyline to this movie, the storyline I thought was pretty interesting. I like how it's basically like a science fiction film that takes place in outer space in some part, but it also takes place in like some sort of ice world, like towards like the middle of the film. And yeah, and of course this movie's like it's not nearly close as being a masterpiece like Parasite is. But I gotta say, Bong Joon-ho's like work here, he actually puts effort into his writing and directing duties here in this film. And his work here was actually well done. And even the performances too, the acting performances are really good too. I think Robert Pattinson actually does a great job in this film. And Steven Yeun from the Jordan Peele horror film Nope, like Steven Yeun, I thought he did good in the film. And Mark Ruffalo, who played the Hulk in the MCU, Mark Ruffalo was also really good in the film too. I think it's cool how Mark Ruffalo has been getting more better roles than after he retired from the MCU, after Endgame came out. And yeah, like what more can I say about the performances? Like everybody does a good job in this film, and I think this is also like Bong Joon Ho's. Like I think this is actually his first English film that he directed. Even if I'm proven wrong, correct me in the comments down below. Cause I think his past work his past work is usually mostly like South Korean. Since kind of like Parasite, since the characters speak like South Korean, and of course Netflix added English subtitles so you can understand what the characters are saying. But yeah, Mickey 17 is actually, the characters speak English in this film, and yeah, and I gotta say, I think in terms of the black comedy, I think when it comes to the black comedy and dark comedy that was used in this film, like some of the black comedy elements that blended in here, it kind of works well here. While it's not really meant to be, funny in most ways, because it's not like that typical physical comedy of some sort. Because I'm sure Bong Joon Ho would never want to direct a movie like that. And oh yeah, and also, and this is kind of a logo spoiler for the Warner Brothers, for like how the Warner Brothers logo opens up the movie. This is kind of a logo spoiler, but who even cares about logo spoilers? I mean logos are not meant to be part of the movie, so I'm just gonna go ahead and because I already told this to my friend Justin and and but in case some of you guys out there who have seen Mickey 17 already, I mean, it just came out today. Maybe a handful of you guys have already seen the film, but the way the Warner Brothers logo opens up, it's still the same design as usual that debuted at the end of 2023. The current design that debuted at the beginning of Wonka. But about the fanfare that was used in this film, the fanfare is actually the same one from 2021, because Mickey 17 actually brings back Ludwig Göransson's 2021 Warner Brothers fanfare that was used on King Richard and Barbie. Yeah, which I thought was pretty cool to hear. Although it would have been more cool and nostalgic if they actually brought back the classic fanfare that we grew up with, like the one that was used from 1999 to 2020. But yeah, like Trap, of course, which you can see behind me, the poster signed by M. Night Shyamalan himself, like the poster for Trap. Like Trap was actually the only Warner Brothers film that I saw in theaters that actually uses like Jacob's fanfare arrangement. Yeah, because the opening to Wonka actually uses the opening score to the movie that plays over the logos. So yeah, I think nowadays Warner Brothers is used to using opening scores to their films, like opening scores that play over the logos. So I think that's what Warner Brothers is probably more used to these days, but whatever. But aside from that, overall, I thought Mickey 17 was a great movie. I enjoyed it. And if you enjoy Parasite, then I'm sure this movie will probably please you. So overall, I thought Mickey 17 was a great movie, and I'm going to give Mickey 17 4 stars out of 5. I recommend it. And there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Mickey 17. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.